The email was from her own address. Subject line: do not try to remember your old password. Asterisk, never say it out loud. Never say it out loud. Asterisk, that's me. Why don't I remember this picture? Asterisk, some passwords unlock memories, others unlock something worse. Hello, welcome to my channel. The following video was sent to me by a viewer. It was too good not to share, so let's get into it. The year is 2013 and the protagonist is a 24-year-old woman named Nina. She's sitting alone in her room, staring at her laptop screen. Nina is disturbed. On the screen is an email she just received from herself. The subject reads, "Do not try to remember your old password." Attached is a photo of her as a young girl crying in front of a closed door. Startled, Nina quickly closes the email. Shaken by the mysterious message, she decides to reset the password on her old email account, one she hasn't used since she was 17. As she types in her new password, a loud bang is heard. At first, Nina thinks nothing of it, but then the lights begin to flicker. Suddenly, a knock is heard at the door of her apartment. With each knock, the screen flickers with static. An uneasy feeling washes over Nina. Who could be out there? Hesitantly, she gets up and approaches the door. As she stands before the mirror, she notices her reflection smiling, but she isn't smiling. Reaching out, she touches the glass, then recoils in shock. The apartment behind her suddenly looks different. The couch is now facing the opposite direction. The hallway stretches endlessly before her, lined with identical doors. Confused, she walks further into the apartment. Every room she enters is wrong. They don't belong to her. Glancing back, she sees her reflection beckoning her closer. As she moves towards it, the knocking grows louder. In a panic, Nina runs to her bedroom. As she hides under the covers, the knocking stops. Just when she thinks it's over, the sound begins again, this time coming from inside the walls. Terrified, Nina crawls to the bathroom. Staring at her own terrified face in the mirror, she screams, but the sound cuts off abruptly. When she speaks again, her voice is distorted and mechanical. Back in her room, surrounded by flickering candles, Nina tries to calm herself down. She knows she's overreacting. There's a logical explanation for everything. Still, a sense of dread lingers. Closing her eyes, she tries to sleep, but nightmares jolt her awake. Images of a salt circle, chanting voices, and a faceless man flash before her eyes. Shaken, she gets up and walks to the window. Gazing out into the darkness, she feels watched. As days pass, Nina's fear intensifies. She experiences strange phenomena daily. Objects move on their own. Doors open and close by themselves. Whispers echo around her. But when she turns to face them, no one is there. Unable to take it anymore, she calls her therapist, but even he can't provide answers or comfort. One night, as Nina lies in her bed, she hears the scratching sound again. This time, it's coming from inside the wall. With trembling hands, she pulls back the wallpaper. Behind it, a small hole gapes. Reaching inside, she feels something hard. Pulling it out, she discovers a key. In a flashback, 7-year-old Nina is shown standing in a salt circle. Chanting voices surround her. She looks scared. One voice says, "She's ready." Another voice asks, "Are you sure?" The first voice says, "There's no other choice. We have to do what we have to do." A faceless man steps forward. "It's for her own good," he says. Back in the present, Nina is shaken by the memory. She remembers the day clearly now. The voices, the ritual, the faceless man. They had come to her parents that night and offered them a choice, her life for their safety. They chose her. She was only 7. Suddenly, the lights go out. In the darkness, Nina hears footsteps approaching her apartment door. Then the door opens. She calls out, "Who's there?" No reply, only silence. Then she hears the key in the lock. In a panic, Nina runs to her phone. The screen is filled with messages from unknown numbers. All of them say the same thing. "We've been waiting for you," they say. Then one message appears on every device. The password was not yours to remember. Suddenly, all her screens go black. Then a single message appears on every device. "Welcome back." It says. In the final shot, Nina sits slumped over her desk. Her face is pale and lifeless. Her eyes are wide and staring. Slowly, her face begins to glitch, revealing something inhuman underneath. Thanks for watching. See you next time. She thought she was remembering, but she was being remembered. Asterisk, I didn't want to open it. I didn't mean to remember. The password was not yours to remember. Welcome back.